Hey, everybody, this is Joy Packard. It's Monday. Welcome, welcome. It's Monday morning or Monday afternoon, rather. And we are both on the screen, just so you know, Tammy. And
Yeah.
so, anyway, welcome to our interview. We are almost done with all of our speakers. We have our live event, as you guys probably know by now, after interviewing literally all these speakers we're down to the last 4 or 5. And Simplezonseller happening next week, April 27th and 28th in Houston, Sugarland, Texas. We're so excited. I can't even, just begin to tell you the caliber of people we have on stage, and it just gets better and better. Everybody is amazing, and it's so exciting to have these people come to the stage and bring you the value that they have. As you can tell, I'm starting to lose my voice. I'm really trying to keep it together. Because, we'll be speaking and everything, but that's okay because I'll be letting this speaker do most of the speaking and talking. But I wanted to introduce you to somebody. I met this amazing woman probably a few years ago. I went to Scottsdale, Arizona. I went to a Shopify flipping conference, and it was with Techademics with Chris Record at the time. And it was a lot of men. And then this wonderful, beautiful lady gets on stage and starts talking. And I'm like, oh, what a breath of fresh air. She's amazing. And I was just like, wow, and she had this incredible story, has an incredible story that you guys are all going to be able to listen to. And I fell in love with her. And you know what? Of all the places that she could have sat down after she spoke, she sat down right beside me. So I was lucky enough to have an empty chair, and I was starstruck. I was just like, wow, this amazing lady is sitting next to me. I get to ask her anything. And anyway, since then, we have become awesome friends on Facebook and follow each other. And we have some amazing things that are going to be happening. And I am so honored to have her speaking at our event, making time to come to Houston. Not just for me. I'll be taking notes in the background, and so will you guys. You're going to want to have your pens and paper ready because this lady knows her stuff. She does amazing things, and I'm going to have her tell you how much she has done in sales on Amazon, helping people, doing her own stuff. She not only does that, she does so many things, and she even has a book. I will let her share her link. And so, in fact, we'll do that here shortly, but she just does so many things. I'm just like, continue to be amazed, and you will as well. So without any further ado, and I just wanted to introduce you to Tammy Duchow. She is awesome. So Tammy, welcome. I hope that you know that you probably can't see me, but everybody can see you. Great. As you can see, she's a beautiful lady, and we're so happy that you have taken time out of your such a busy schedule that you have to be with us today and next week. And so I wanted to have you introduce yourself and who you are, what you do. Tell us a little bit about some of the stuff that you have going on.
Sure. Well, thank you so much. That was so sweet and kind. Do we have echo feedback?
What's that?
Do we have feedback?
No, we're good.
Okay. Maybe it's on my end here. Okay. So thank you for that incredible introduction, and you are really so sweet. I'm so glad that we have each other to support in this Amazon journey and entrepreneurial journey. I love the fact that you're a mompreneur. It is so amazing. Just the things that you've been able to do with your family are also inspiring to me, and really the reason that I've been so compelled to help others in this journey. So moms, dads, all the busy people out there inspired to be entrepreneurs and make their own way and have freedom. So I know you're supportive of that as well. So I was so honored when you asked me to be part of your event, because I really do feel inspired and to share sort of my compassion and my passion and what drives me to help others. And that's where it all stems from. But so I have an agency called ecomprofits.com, and that's kind of, I have other partners who are also equally amazing, and we've joined forces to really, bolster that effort and helping others to help, grow their business online. And so before that, I had a smaller agency, and I was working with a lot of local business owners, and I've been sort of a serial entrepreneur, having every license available from real estate to mortgage broker to whatnot. And through that whole journey, I really understood how many hats a local business owner has to wear and an entrepreneur has to wear. And so I'm always trying to look for ways to help people streamline their businesses and make it more efficient. But my heart really goes out to that small business owner and just the mom and pop shops and, the service providers in our towns, because they really are the fabric of our communities and help all of us. And that's where we grow up. I'm based in a small Midwest town here in Wisconsin. And, it was amazing to me that 97% of businesses in the US are actually local small businesses. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So they make up 30% of the overall US economy. But, when we look at the type of businesses in the US, 97% are small businesses. That means that we, owe it to ourselves and to each other to help them, thrive. And so that's really at the core of my mission, whether it's helping, myself and my team grow our own brands, or it's helping the local service provider figure out how to scale their business by leveraging tools like that Amazon provides, for example. That's kind of where my head's at right now. So we've done, I've just finished launching about my 5th course on it. And we're launching the book. So all I have right now is a printout of my cover, because it's
awesome.
Downloadable. And it will be in print format very shortly.
They can get that on Amazon, right?
They will be able to. So
what's the name of the book again? Z-Con?
It's called The Zon Factor.
The Zon Factor. You guys are going to have to look for that.
So you could go to zonfactor.net right now. It's just a landing page, a pre-sales page. And it really goes through 10 ways to grow any business with the power of Amazon. So I love the forum and the fabric of what you have to offer at your event, which really is going beyond Amazon. A lot of these speakers are going to talk about, I know Jacob has merch and beyond. I just launched a mini course about doing Shopify to Amazon. So I think it's really interesting to see our e-commerce friends and our internet savvy friends finding ways to create stability within more than just one platform. So even though my book is all about the Zon Factor, the Amazon, it's really in closing that loop and creating stability. But we go through about, I'm just talking, so stop me at any time. But, talking about the different ways and scaling with Amazon, what I'm really passionate about is, for example, this is how it kind of all started. I saw a shower head that I wanted, like a fancy spa type shower head that I wanted to put in our bathroom. And when I was checking out at Amazon, I noticed it said with or without installation. And I thought, what do you mean with or without installation? So I looked into it, and Amazon is now helping local service providers. They do a little vetting process, of course, but you just need some liability insurance, which you should have anyway. And you go through, they want to make sure that you have good reviews online, okay? And maybe a background check if you're a in-home type provider. But they're referring local service providers. So you can get a ding on your phone, and get booked for a job for an installation. You set up the price before with Amazon, and I'll say, yes, installation, and they get dinged, and they'll say, hey, their delivery is going to be there on Thursday. Could you do, Friday at 10 a.m.? And they say yes or no. And it's pretty exciting. And when they finish the job, then, I click yes, satisfied, and the money is transferred to them through Amazon.
What? When did that start? That's crazy.
Yeah,
See, I learn something new every day. Every time when a speaker comes on, I'm just like, what? Learning all that. That's awesome.
it is. It's so incredible how much Amazon is really helping the small businesses. So we're hearing a lot to the opposite of that sentiment, especially on Twitter. But it's not true. Not in my mind. I think they've really continued to develop ways and methods and tools for our small businesses to leverage, what they have with this incredible platform where 200 million unique visitors are on that platform every month. So for those of you who don't like to figure out how to drive traffic to your own website, the best idea is to fish where the fish are, right?
Absolutely.
Just put the hooks in that pond.
That's a great example. Yeah.
Right?
It's like going to one of those, we took our kids when they were little to the stocked fish pond, and like you can go over here where you don't know where there's fish, or the guy's like, hey, over here, you pay $30. You can bring all your 8 million kids and just go over there, stick out a fishing pole. Because, they were little. We just wanted them to catch a fish. That's what they wanted to do.
Right.
And it's true. We just went where the fish was, and they were so excited. Every single one of them catching fish and stuff. So that was pretty amazing. That's a great example. Wow. And I didn't know that Amazon was doing that. That's a great thing that those of you who are listening and who will be, that's a great tip right there. Again, there's just so many things every day that I learn new about Amazon. And I've been doing Amazon for about 5 years now. So you also, I think, help people with their Amazon businesses, don't you?
Yes.
Or do you not do that anymore?
We have a team that helps to. So I'll give you a little bit of background. So I had worked with some Fortune companies, and I did a lot of their Amazon, work. And it was through that effort that I really understood how to standardize and, put things into standards and procedures. And so we've sort of recreated that not only for my own business, my own Amazon business, but then we help other companies that are struggling to figure out how to do that as well. So
wow.
It can be either just from a, consulting standpoint, like, you need XYZ members, this is how you do it, here's some standard operating procedures, helping in that regard, or it could be full on. Sometimes we'll partner with companies that are aligned with our, brands. So we're working in sort of the natural organic realm, and we're also working in the pet realm right now. And
wow.
So we're interested in those niches for sure. And especially even combined natural pet products. So
I remember that you were talking about that at the conference that I had met you at in Scottsdale. Yeah. That's exciting.
So it is. We have one of our products, we were lucky enough to, it really took off. We sort of repositioned it. And now it's going to be an as seen on TV product in the infomercial.
Wow.
Next month. Yeah. So we're excited about that. Working with Kevin Harrington and that crew. They're awesome. Very, very professional. So we're looking forward to that. And so we help others. But as I said, and I'm going to go back to this, I just can't tell you how much I'm finding in Amazon itself. Did you know that they have an Amazon launch program for new products that come to market and new startup companies?
Did you guys know that? She just keeps coming up with, what else is she going to pull out of the hat? It's like, you guys know this? How about this?
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
So they'll really handhold new startups with amazing new products, new unique products, which I think Amazon is a perfect launchpad for. And then they have something called the Treasure Truck in Seattle. So you could qualify to be one of the Treasure Truck, products that they'll then, give at a discount. It's almost like a lightning deal, but, it just gives massive brand awareness and exposure to your new product.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, it's really fun. They've got a lot of fun, interesting things. Another one that we're really helping other businesses and our own brands to close the loop on is creating the content around some of their products. So Amazon, has, Kindle and CreateSpace. And so you could do soft cover books and, hardcover books and Kindle books. But they have so much more than that now. Now they have what's called digital services platforms. So you could actually put your own course on there.
What?
Yes.
I didn't know that. I've learned 3 new things so far, guys. We've only been talking for 15 minutes. Imagine when you come to Houston and she's on stage, you're going to be blown away. She's going to be like, whoa. Wow.
Yeah. So it's called the digital services platform. If you learn how to leverage that, you can put any kind of digital, information on there. So let's say that you have a product that maybe, no, I don't want to say medical claims. You wouldn't be making medical claims necessarily, but let's say it's a newer natural product that's not quite FDA approved and not quite, it's not really Facebook friendly, or maybe there's just a lot of ominous, information around it and you want to clarify things. The best way that we've been able to sort of clear that up and help that brand grow is through methods like this, where we can create an education piece by the owner or the scientist or doctor around why this is good, why it's natural, why it's different than the thing you think it might not be. So I'm referring to something, I don't know if you're getting my drift, but there's some products out there that people they think are so horrible, or there's just a lot of education that needs to be given and shared around, the ingredients in our products. A lot of the ingredients in our everyday products are not really good for us. And so we're trying to create a movement where people start to understand, consumers start to understand. I think they are now, but even more so, what is good and what is not good, and what we're actually putting in our bodies, and sort of some natural alternatives to things that, we don't have to take all that medicine or give our kids all that pharma product, or, there are other things out there that we can help people with, but you just have to learn how. It's almost like Eastern medicine, but we don't really know how to do that here. So
I like that.
So yeah, so some of those things, and that's just another piece of content, and becomes another hook in the in the water, in the fishing pond, in the fishing hole. So, and then we can connect to our product, so you have your content piece on Amazon in a heavily searched type, search term or keyword, where there's a lot of consumer demand, and then you educate them with a little download. It could even be a free thing. And then you learn about it, which helps conversions, right, to your product. So that's some of the other things that we're doing, that we're finding ways of getting around, trying to advertise the heck out of it on Facebook, where maybe it's not liked so much, or, that kind of thing, where we're not getting that much reach, or we're paying a lot. This is another way around that to help curb those costs.
Wow. There's so many awesome pieces of content and stuff that you just shared. I'm just like, wow, that's awesome. Well, I mean, I can't even imagine what you're going to speak about on stage. I mean, there's so many things that you can talk about. Do you have your link for the event handy that you can post? If not, you can do it after. You can just post it on Facebook, and then what happens is I can just show it. So basically, guys, for those of you who are watching, I mean, I don't know if you've not heard by now. I can't even imagine why you haven't, but there is an event happening in Houston next week, actually. It's April 27th and 28th. We have over 22 speakers, 21, 22 now, and they are all amazing. And the one thing that's unique about this conference is it's going to be talking about all different platforms, different ways that you can get away from your 9-to-5 job. And so it's really, really awesome in the fact that you can just it's like a buffet. You can go there and you can listen to all of the different things that these speakers are going to share with you. And then you can say, I love Amazon merch, and I love Shopify, and I love this, and I love what Tammy's saying, and I love what this person's saying. And then you can, take it home, and then you'll have an array of stuff to pick from. And so it's very unique in that we have gathered together for you guys people from all different kinds. I was the only one that I didn't create. The only one that I didn't bring to the stage is Pinterest, and that will be for maybe another time. But I do, maybe I just ran out of space. There's like no space left, but I'm sure that it's not just the speakers. We're going to have networking events both evenings. And one of the evenings both evenings we'll have VIP dinners if you bought the bigger packages, but we also have the hotel extended from 6 or 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. every single night. You have 3 hours each night to network together, not just with the speakers, but the people who we have attracted to come to this event. You just never know who's sitting by you. I say that every time because the very first Amazon event that I went to, I mean, look, even just Tammy, I was sitting by her at the Scottsdale event and I listened to her speak for 30, 40 minutes and that was awesome. But then, I was talking to her about her stuff. I was like, what? You do e-com profits? Cool, And so there's just so many things that the people that are sitting around you know as well. And I know that we can say, let's buy the recordings, let's do the live stream, but there's something really cool about being in person and having that event and having like-minded people who are trying to do exactly what you're trying to do. And being around that, the energy in the room, the people from stage and what they're sharing, like I say, it's pretty amazing. And you can't get that by sitting at home behind your computer. Now, if you really can't come and you have to get the recordings, that's a different story. But, it's one of those things where that's what, and I say this every single time.
Did that by sitting.
I basically have, like last year, spoke at maybe 9 or 10 events. And, I look back at 2017 and I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for events. I could buy every course on the market and study it. And then, just do, but it's just something about being in person and being able to have that person. Like if you guys come to the VIP dinners, imagine if you're sitting next to Tammy and you can just ask her a question and she can answer it like literally within seconds, And so
I would love to add to that, Joy, because
yes,
when we met, for example, you were talking about your outsourcing, which, was really interesting. So even if you think you've got it figured out, someone else sort of has a different cog in the wheel that might change your business. So, no matter where you are in your business, I know everyone says this, but really there's no end to the value you get by sitting in the room and networking with these kind of people. And what I noticed about your group of speakers, Joy, is that every one of these people, the people that I know so far, have an incredible heart. They're so giving. And
so true.
That's what's going to really set your event apart, guys, because some people that, have events are guarded to maybe the secret sauce sometimes, but I've been blessed to be able to chat with some of these speakers, just sort of saying, hey, I'm excited to meet you, excited to be there. No, please.
Hey, it's all about family. My daughter just came home from school. Didn't you not hear her saying, Mom?
Yeah. So that is, so what I'm trying to say is it's incredible. The big hearted people that you have here, the speakers that are willing to share. So some reached out to me and helped me launch, figure out the best way to launch my book and just, everyday things. And, it was amazing. So I'm really excited to hear speakers myself. Yeah,
that makes me so happy to hear you say that, because I said that on almost every live interview, and that is, it's so different in the fact that, number one, I know you speak a lot, but there's some people who've never been on stage, but they have so much to offer and they're so excited. And, every single speaker at this event has been handpicked. These are not just speakers that I found on the street in the corner and said, hey, I have a live event in Houston. Do you want to come and speak? They are people that are knowledgeable. They're experts in their field. And they're, like what you said, they have such a giving heart. I mean, we have Jacob Topping coming from Canada, coming with all kinds of swag bag items, guys. I mean, I told him, you don't have to do that. But he's like, I want to. And just things like that. And just, giving of information and not holding back. And just, you heard Elena Saris the other day talking about her mission and helping people. And, you talk about I can name every speaker and they all have something that has to do with wanting to give and wanting to serve. And I'm so super proud of that. I didn't tell them to say that on the interviews. Every single one of you have said that on your own. And it makes me so proud because I am. It's not, this event kind of happened before my course. Like I've told many of you, the course was supposed to come before the event, but the event is coming before the course. And it just worked out that way in my life and my schedule and stuff. But it was kind of last minute put together, and we pulled together some amazing speakers for you guys. And like I say, I don't know how much more that we need to do. We have amazing speakers. We have lunch included on both days. We have 2 VIP dinners that you are, optional to participate in. And if you don't participate in those, we still have 3 hours of networking both evenings. I have amazing swag bags. I showed one to you the other day that has a USB port for the VIP people, and some people are like, who cares about that? But I'm just saying that we have tried to make this event as unique, as giving as far as the information. People, we packed many speakers. We could have just said, we'll have 4 or 5 speakers and, you can come for 2 days. And that's, most like a lot of events, and that's totally fine. It just blossomed and people just showed up, and it was the right timing. It was like one of those things where that person needs to be on stage. One person like I met in China, those of you who know Dan Fernandez, who is a co-founder with Thomason, is coming to our event. If you don't know who that is, look him up. But he just, last minute said, yeah, I'm there, and I'm just like, okay, I'm just continue to be humbled and honored to have these people. I am so excited. I'm going to have my notebook there right along with you guys, taking notes. I mean, these people have so much to offer. Did you find your event link with you? If not, you can put it later. Yeah. We only have a few more minutes. Did you have anything? I put all the speakers on the spot by saying, and you don't have to do this because some do and some don't, but if you had anything that you wanted to give as an incentive for people getting an event ticket from your link, guys, we are almost sold out. Honestly, the seats are filling up. We don't have very many spaces left. This is the last week that we're promoting. We're closing out probably registration. As far as online tickets, we may allow some walk-ins, and maybe, you may have to just have a chair with no desk. But as far as the tables with the chairs, we have 100 seats, and we're just about there. And so this week, I am telling you that I implore you, I encourage you, I beg you. I don't know what word you want to use. I can't think of the word, but if you are sitting on the fence right now, this is the day. Today is the day for you to make your jump, to make your leap. I'm telling you, it's not going to be here. Jacob, registration for the online people are probably going to close on Friday, as he's asking that question. So we may take walk-ins, but it's not guaranteed. It just depends on the space. You may walk in and, like I say, you won't have a table. We may squish you in the back with a chair. You won't be as comfortable as if you register early. So do you have anything before we let these people go, Tammy, that you want to offer if they buy from your link?
I would love to. So my book is going to be a $57 book. That's where it's listed at right now.
Awesome.
So it goes over a lot of things, and any one of those things could change your business.
Wow.
And this is for, entrepreneurs. If you're an online entrepreneur, Amazon person, that's great. And it would give you 10 other ways to figure out how to scale and give you different ideas. So I'm willing to give you that for free, and a free month to our Facebook group where we share super secret things and do lots of case studies with real businesses and hot seats for people.
What is that value?
That's $37 a month.
Okay, so guys, right there alone, that's about, let's see, 37, 57, 40, 80, $94. On top of that, there's days where I feel like I'm in a giving mood and some days where I'm not. But today, this is the last week. On top of Tammy's offer, as far as if you get one of the tickets and you get to get her book and a free month in her awesome Facebook group, that could probably, even just 1 month, one tip in there can change your whole life, your whole business. We have a promo code for $50 on top of that. The basic package, guys, for this conference is $197. Basic. She's already giving you almost $100. I'm giving you $50. Your lunch is included. Guys, it's really a no-brainer. I mean, you might even consider, there's only like one more slot for the platinum VIP, and I think like 5 or 6 for the VIP for the dinners. You can consider, taking her up on her offer and taking the promo code. I will not post the promo code in this group. You have to private message me because I don't want that promo code all over the internet because, it's just not going to happen. So I'm going to show that link. There's Tammy's link. You can join on her. It's right there underneath us. That's for the event, simplezonseller.com. That's her link there. You have to buy it from that event in order to get her free book and in order to get her free month of her Facebook group and to get the $50 promo coupon. For the promo coupon, like I say, you have to private message me for that. I'm not going to post it in the comments. That's just not a good idea. This is a public Facebook Live interview. And so if you are super serious, I'm telling you right now, it's pretty much free, except for your airfare. If you're local, drive here. Houston has 2 airports. It's really easy to get to Houston. And we have an awesome hotel with free Wi-Fi, free hot breakfast, free parking. The room is downstairs and your room is literally around the corner to the elevator. We tried to make this. I love going to events that are simple like that. Mm-hmm. The name of the event is Simplezonseller. We're also trying to make it simple for you to stay at the venue. Next door is the Marriott Courtyard. I know a lot of people have Marriott points. It's literally walking distance. You'll be at the event in 2 or 3 minutes once you're in the Marriott lobby. So there's a Marriott Town Square, really nice one, 5 minutes away, but literally 2 hotels right there. I'm not sure what the rooms are looking like. The last I checked, it was getting to be pretty close to sold out. So I have warned you and warned you. And as you can tell, I hope that my voice will make it until the event. I'll take some vitamin C and some honey and all that good stuff because I have been interviewing like crazy. We did not have to do these, but we wanted to show you and share with you a little bit of what you're going to see in Houston because these people are so incredible. I can't even tell you anymore. I can't say it any more than I already have. So look, Tammy, thank you.
Joy, but you are an incredible force to watch. All the things that you're doing, I don't even know how you have the energy you have. But
I'm running out.
All of it. Really, you are. So keep doing, keep on keeping on. And I'm just so grateful that we have this supportive community. So anyone who is thinking about maybe getting away toward the end of the month to some nice warm weather, we just got 16 inches of blizzardy snow yesterday. So I know I'm ready. So whoever wants to join us, please join us in Houston. At the end of the month, you're going to have a blast.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your time. We know your time is so valuable. Those of you who have been on this live interview, we thank you as well. And those who are watching the recording, you guys are in for a treat because, this has been an awesome thing. I've learned so much and I'm excited about her bonuses that she has offered to you along with the $50 promo code that will get you to the event, guys. So we will see you guys in Houston next week. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Thanks,